Hello, little acolytes. My name is SheGhoull, but you can call me Ghoul if you like. I'm an undead cult leader and your resident guide, Space Side. Welcome to my little support group for people who are emotionally compromised by fictional men. If you're anything like me, Infold probably owns your soul, and honestly, I've accepted it. I've spent hundreds in game, so you don't have to. So please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. It helps me cope. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome. Today we're going to be looking at Caleb's Endless Summer, and we will talk a little bit about it at the end. So in the early summer, I run into Caleb, someone I hadn't seen in ages, at an old general store that was about to shut down. It felt like stepping back in time, but I couldn't help but notice some things had quietly changed. So this is in the point in time after you meet Colonel Caleb. So if you are not at that point yet, you may want to get as far in the story as that and then come back to this. But without further ado, let's get into it. A gentle, warm breeze caresses my cheeks as late spring turns into early summer. The air is imbued with tranquility. I gather my courage and enter the old, abandoned grocery store before me. When I was in school, Caleb and I would visit this place every day after class. Now it's completely empty. Yesterday, I passed by and discovered the owner was preparing to close down this old store. Upon hearing the news, the indescribable melancholy washed over me. It's as if some of my cherished memories were about to lose the tangible proof of their existence. So I decided to volunteer and help clean up the store. Outside, the sudden noise of a plane passing by reaches my ears, but I only catch a glimpse of its long contrail. I wonder what Caleb's doing right now. Caleb and I haven't seen each other since we parted ways in Skyhaven. Occasionally, he sends me short texts, but he vanishes when I bring myself to respond. The counter displays outdated comic books and stationery. Behind the shelves is a door that leads to a back garden. Sunlight filters in past the closed doors, and there's a distinct beam of light cutting through the dimly lit store. Even the endless summers here haven't changed.
Caleb, there's a garden behind this small store. Can you believe it? Look, these hydrangeas are so pretty.
Oh, I remember this particular species is called Endless Summer.
Huh? That's a weird name.
It's probably because the flower blooms for a long time. The name represents everyone's wish for a never-ending summer.
Carrying a storage box, I move them to the shelves in the back. A few thick art books are neatly arranged on the top row. There's so much dust in here. The heavy shelf abruptly creaks, and because of the uneven distribution of weight, it teeters precariously. I push it back and return it to its original spot. Suddenly, an arm reaches out from behind me and effortlessly pushes the heavy shelf back. I quickly turn around. Caleb?
Even if there were 3 of you, you wouldn't be able to clean this place in time.
Caleb slightly lowers his head to look at me. Instead of stepping back, he doesn't move. I'm trapped between him and the shelf. A subtle, ineffable awkwardness envelops the air, and I struggle to look him in the eye. Dust particles dance in the glaring light. I avert my eyes from it, and in doing so, I avoid Caleb's gaze. Why are you back in Lincoln?
Business trip. And I just happened to be passing by.
Oh, what a coincidence. His arm slowly returns to his side, and there's just enough space for me to move away. It's then that I notice he's not wearing a uniform. A small suitcase sits at his feet, and I'm reminded of how he used to appear when he returned home for summer break. It's as if he'll be leaving again after a few days. When are you returning to Skyhaven? The question, which escaped me countless times before, slipped out once again. However, the passage of time has changed the context surrounding it. And the Caleb standing before me, rendered silent by my words, isn't who he used to be.
I just got back. You already want to know when I'm leaving?
That's not what
I'm pretty sure you don't live in this neighborhood. So why are you here?
If you really wanted to know, I happened to be passing by. Realizing the same reason may come across as a lie, I add more to my explanation. I happened to be passing by when I found out the owner was planning to close down the store, and I figured I should help out.
When you were a kid, you were too short to reach the books on the top shelf. How come you still can't get to them as an adult?
Okay, but I couldn't reach the second shelf back then. Now, it's only the very top one that's giving me trouble. My tendency to correct Caleb makes him chuckle, and he reaches out to tousle my hair.
Did the shelf grow taller with you?
The outstretched hand stops moving when it's close to me. Eventually, it reaches past me to grab an art book from the top shelf.
You still need to finish tidying up this place, right? I'll help you.
He pauses for a moment as if he just remembered my question earlier.
I'll be heading back to Skyhaven tomorrow morning.
In the narrow aisle between the shelves, Caleb is behind me. He busies himself. All my thoughts are focused on him, and the incessant singing of cicada chirps adds to my restlessness. I wonder what he's been up to while we were away from each other. As I put a stack of toys in a cardboard box, a small model fighter jet unexpectedly tumbles to the floor. Caleb picks it up first.
FY26. Hey, do you remember how I told you about my first test flight? It was with this plane.
Oh? Of course I remember, but even before that...
Look at the plane on TV. It's so cool. It flies really fast and zooms past the clouds.
It's the FY26. Do you like it? I'll be piloting that plane in the future.
Will it take you away, like swoosh and you're gone?
You're so silly, Pipsqueak. I'll bring you with me. We'll fly wherever and whenever you want.
This plane is no longer being manufactured, and you've gone from being a pilot to a colonel now. He looks down and places the toy fighter jet into the storage box.
It doesn't matter what a person's role is. Everyone has moments where they're not in control.
Our conversation abruptly ends. Once again, our surroundings are engulfed by quietness accompanied by loud cicada chirps. Do you feel hot? I'm going to get some soda.
Go ahead.
There's only one bottle of soda left on the cooler by the door. The vibrant orange color can make anyone think about its delightful sweetness.
Caleb, it's so hot today. Can I have some soda?
In your dreams. You said you had a stomachache a few days ago. If I let you have soda and Gran finds out, she'll scold me again.
But that was a few days ago. Look, I'm fine. What happened before doesn't matter. I want soda.
Okay, stop pulling my sleeve. Here. But you only get half a bottle, Pipsqueak.
Yay! You're the best.
Please pay for the item. Please pay for the item.
The cooler's reminder brings me back to reality. I pay for the bottle before the countdown ends.
Payment successful.
Here you go.
What took you so long?
He turns around, holding a box of candies that are wrapped gaudily in retro packaging.
I can't believe Quirkies are still being sold.
Ew.
I remember you being scared of getting the ones with a weird flavor. You'd grab a Quirky and then put it back down.
Oh yeah, kids are always like that. They're brave because of their curiosity, or they hesitate to try new things because they're afraid of the unknown.
There aren't any kids here? You want one?
Caleb and I pick 2 Quirkies at the same time, the same color, and he places the candy into my mouth. Ugh, it tastes awful. I grimace, and then our gazes meet before I can look away. Caleb also frowns because of how bad it smells. Suddenly, I remember the funny faces we used to make at each other as kids. My tongue is still numb from the bitterness when Caleb gives me the soda. The bottle is cold, yet I can feel his heat.
Drink.
I finish half the bottle in one swig. The sweetness washes over my tongue and erases the lingering bitterness in my mouth. I give him the bottle. I always did that whenever we shared food as kids. Caleb, here. I stop talking as he takes the bottle from my hand. Early summer afternoons tend to stretch on as if time itself can linger in one place. Now that the shop is clean, Caleb and I push open the door which leads to the back garden.
It's been a while since I was here. These flowers haven't changed a bit.
Clusters of blue violet endless summers bloom, yet the overgrown vines and leaves show that no one's been taking care of them.
They're not as nice as they were before. Let me get the hose.
Hey, a new shooting range opened up at Azure Square. Do you want to go there later? Do a few rounds for fun?
Ooh. Caleb returns with a hose before I can decline Tara's offer.
Did something happen?
A colleague asked if I wanted to hang out at Azure Square later for the shooting range.
If you want to go, then I'll be heading back to Skyhaven.
Oh.
I'll drop you off at Azure Square since it's on the way.
He declares this as if preemptively answering my multiple choice question. I'm not even planning to leave. Why is he deciding for me? You don't need to do that.
Would it be inconvenient for you if your colleague met me?
I don't respond and bend down to turn on the water hose. Water droplets splash his chin. They cascade and eventually find their way to the necklace hanging around his neck. I look up and I make eye contact with him. I'm not leaving. Caleb, I never said I was leaving.
You...
Aren't we going to water the flowers? Caleb is unable to respond to my question. A resigned smile tugs at the corner of his mouth.
All right.
He stoops down to adjust the water flow, and when he gets back up, he meets my gaze again. His expression is noticeably softer.
Okay, you can stop glaring at me now. Don't you want to water the flowers?
The moist soil carries distinct fragrance. Meanwhile, the flower bed, having been nourished by water, displays a renewed vibrancy. Our earlier spat seemingly disappeared like the water that the flowers absorbed. The blue-violet flowers bloom in the garden, yet in the corner, is a white endless summer, and it stands alone. I only recall purple and blue endless summers growing around here. I don't think I've ever seen a white one before.
Looks like it's wilting. Maybe it needs more TLC.
I lean in closer to look at it and notice a glossy white hue peeking through the sepal. The flower isn't in bloom yet. Huh? Upon hearing the sound, I turn around and Caleb looks away from me. Did you just take a picture of it?
Every day and every night, I'm surrounded by Skyhaven machines. I rarely get to see stuff like this. Even in my dreams, I sometimes hear the roar of warships and blaring emergency alarms.
The corners of Caleb's mouth suddenly tense, and his brow furrows for a moment. Once again, the sunlight shines down between us at an angle. His hand is only centimeters away from mine. When are you coming back?
Hello? Is anyone here?
A shout prevents Caleb from answering. I guess someone wants to buy something. I'll go talk to them. She's a regular at the store, and she holds my hand and gives me a heartfelt words as I relay to the owner. Maybe the reluctance to say goodbye to places that hold cherished memories is a warm feeling all humans have. I return to the store. Aside from the faint cicada chirps, a strange quietness envelops the area. Caleb? You can't even relax in your sleep.
Don't go.
Caleb.
Don't leave me alone.
Caleb?
Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
It's okay. I've just got something in my eye.
Let me see.
Did you have a nightmare?
Don't blink. But there aren't endless summers in Skyhaven.
The ceiling light bathes the city in a hazy yellow glow. It's already nighttime. With the store's keys twirling around my finger, I can't help but ask him something. Caleb, where are you going to spend the night at? He paused before raising his chin toward a small suitcase tucked away in the corner.
It's already late. I'll just crash here for the night since I'm leaving early tomorrow.
Here? Then I'm not going home.
What?
I want to stay in the store for a bit longer. After all, I might not be able to come back here in the future. A gentle night breeze accompanies us at the garden door. Side by side, we lie down on the floor. We're enveloped by the sight of endless summers in the night sky. Caleb and I don't speak. Minutes pass by, and Caleb is the first to break the silence.
It's been a long time since we were on the floor together. Back then, you ran over to me with your pillow and said it was too hot. You wanted me to join you on the floor to sleep while the attic window was open. Then you complained about the mosquito repellent being too stinky and refused to spray it on yourself.
And I woke up itching like crazy the next day, and I had mosquito bites all over my body. His laughter quickly dissipates in the darkness. Caleb, it's almost like you have photographic memory. Caleb's face is obscured from where I am, but I can hear him quietly turning, so he faces me. Do you remember how many days have passed since we said goodbye in Skyhaven? How long it's been since the last time we saw each other? You told me to eat well and to take good care of myself, and you asked if I would miss you. You also snuck that makeup coupon into my pocket. If we hadn't met up here... Caleb, if we hadn't met up here, would you have not come back to see me?
Are you hoping I stop by and visit? Or are you hoping I don't?
I want you to answer my question first.
Have you thought about me at all these days? How many times? When I want to see you, will you also want to see me?
The lingering fragrance of flowers permeates the night stillness. Caleb patiently waits for my response. Or maybe he doesn't need me to answer. Time passes slowly, and he reaches out to me, and his dry palm touches the back of my hand. His hand moves from my wrist to my arm and goes to my shoulder, to my neck, and then my cheek. Caleb's warm palm moves up closer. Caleb's warm palm moves up as he closes the distance between us. Our foreheads touch, and I hear him. It's almost like he's sighing.
Hey, how could I not come?
Caleb. I failed to find the perfect words again, but it doesn't matter anymore. The necklace, worn by his body, slips away from his neck. The apple gracefully lands in my palm. The following day is greeted by nice weather. Everything is packed, and Caleb and I step out of the old grocery store. He holds the white endless summer from yesterday. Are you taking that with you, Caleb?
Yeah. I want to bring her back to Skyhaven and take good care of her.
Oh, won't that make her Skyhaven's first endless summer? Caleb lowers his gaze.
She's mine.
He raises his head and makes eye contact with me.
When she truly blossoms, she'll be stunning. I'm sure of it.
With your care, I'm sure she'll be blooming for a long, long time, like all those other endless summers.
She will. She'll bloom for a long, long time.
Caleb softly repeats my words. I glance back at the store, and the small door resembles a picture frame that has captured all the endless summers within its scenery. And so another summer has begun. Well, Acolytes, it seems that we have completed Endless Summer, and as I said before, this is after Caleb becomes Colonel Caleb, so if you haven't done that in the story, I would recommend you do so. So, in this passage, Caleb comes back from the Far Space Fleet down to Lincoln, where the MC and him relive a certain memory they had as kids, which leads us to really come to terms with the fact that Caleb is not the same as he used to be, even though he really tries to hold on to the fact of, I want to be the same Caleb you remember. But unfortunately, that's just not how things work. And he is experiencing regret, and I mean, he seems to be experiencing nightmares, and he just wants to slow down and enjoy these childhood moments with you, which is really sweet. This is perfect for Caleb's birthday, which is on Saturday. Let me look. Saturday the 13th, June 13th. This video will be out far before then, but if you see it before his birthday, be sure to tell Colonel Caleb happy birthday. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye! That's all I have for you today. Thank you very so much for watching, and as always, be kind, be courteous, be yourself, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!